Okay, here's a little layout of everything you're going to need for this bunny. So first you're going to need your base color of yarn that you're going to use for the body, the ears, arms. I'm going to be using white yarn. And then you're going to need a second color for the headphones. I don't have any black chenille yarn, which is why I used gray. But obviously you can use any color you want. They are headphones and you can use any body you want, any color you want for the body as well. And then you're going to need just a little bit of that pink yarn for the nose, a little bit of green yarn for the sprout on the headphones, which is also optional. You don't have to add that. I do have a pair of scissors here, a pair of safety eyes. I am so sorry, I don't know the size of them, but they are like the biggest one in the little safety eye kit I have. They are basically big enough to cover a whole stitch. And then I do have a darning needle, and then I will be using an H hook for the white yarn and the gray yarn, and then I'm going to be using a 3.0. I think it's a D. Yeah, it's a D 3.0 millimeter for the sprout. So this is basically all you need, and some stuffing as well. But I didn't want to show that because that's a little messy, but yeah, let's get started. So we're going to start off by working on the legs. And the legs, you're going to have to make two of these little tubes right here. I'm going to show you right now how to make this. And then we're going to connect it and work up the body. So just to like give you like a little glimpse of where we're at right now, we're going to start off down here, work our way up, make two of these legs, then we're going to go up to the body. And I am going to be doing a magic circle to start off. You can also do chain one and then work into that circle or into that first chain, but I just prefer a magic ring. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. It is basically just a loose slip knot that you work into. So for round one, you're going to do magic ring and then 8 single crochet. And you're going to want to do a slip stitch into that first single crochet we made. And that is what your first round should look like. So for round 2, you're going to chain up 1 and you will be completing 2 single crochet in each single crochet going around. So we'll be doing 8 increases. That means that we'll end round 2 with having 16 single crochet. You're going to work into that first stitch. We'll be doing 1 single crochet, going into that same stitch again. You'll do a second single crochet, and you will repeat that all the way around. Once your 16 single crochet are complete, do 1 slip stitch into that first single crochet, and this is what it should look like by round 2. So for round 3, we will be doing chain 1, and we're going to do 1 single crochet all around, but we're only going to do it in the back loop. And working only in the back loop is going to create this little border right here that kind of indicates the bottom of the foot, if that makes sense. And to do a back loop single crochet, you know how usually you work in through here and you have this loop and this loop. What you want to do is work and this one farther from you. So you don't want to go into this front loop right here. You want to skip that one and work into the back loop. And then just work a single crochet like normal. Once again, not the front loop, this back loop right here. And you're going to continue that all the way around, making sure you end the round with 16 single crochet. So now for round 4 through 7, you will be doing regular single crochets all the way around. So that's for 4, 5, 6, 7. For the next 4 rounds, you will be doing just one single crochet going around. And again, like I said, through both loops. You don't have to do just front loop or just back loop. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and complete the 4 rounds, and I'll meet you back here after round 7. Round 7 is done, and now you just need one more round to complete this leg. So you're going to chain 1, and for round 8, we're going to do 6 regular single crochets, and then you're going to do 1 decrease. And you're going to repeat that twice. So let's go ahead and complete 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 6 single crochets, and now you're going to do 1 decrease. If you don't know how to do a decrease, it's basically just combining 2 stitches into one. The way I do it is I'll go into the loop and I'll pretend like I'm going to complete that single crochet, but instead of pulling through, you just go straight into that second stitch. When you pull up a loop, you should have 3 loops on your hook by now, and you can just wrap the yarn around your hook and pull through. And now that made those 2 into 1. After you do your decrease, you're going to do 6 single crochet again, and then do another decrease. And you will join at the beginning. So once you have completed this leg, go ahead and do another one exactly the same and meet me back to start working on this portion of the body. When you complete your second leg, make sure to not fasten off. The first one fasten off, but the second one don't fasten off, okay? If you have completed both legs, we're going to begin with the body now. And this part might seem a little bit challenging, but I promise you it's easier than you think. You just have to count the stitches right now. So we're going to start by chaining 1 on the piece that we haven't fastened off on yet. You're going to grab that first leg you made that you did fasten off with, and you're going to join. You can join anywhere. I just like to join next to where I fastened off. So maybe like right here. And now you have 2 loops on the hook. You're going to create a single crochet in that first single crochet right there. And now you have connected both legs. This is not necessary, but I like to add a stitch marker right here. For the stitch marker, I do have these, but you can also use a bobby pin. You can use a scrap piece of yarn. You can use like even one of these if you have one of these lying around. There is a lot of things you can substitute for these. I hadn't gotten these until like very recently. But yeah, so add one on that first stitch you made. And now that we've made 1 single crochet, we're gonna complete the rest of the leg, and including this one, there should be 14 single crochets on this leg. So let's go ahead and keep going around. So 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, when you finish that first leg, there should be 14 single crochet. It's okay if you see like an extra stitch or 2 here. just skip those and you're gonna go straight onto that other leg. So we're gonna kind of work in a round right now. Once again, you can see the stitches here. I just go into the first clear one that I see. And for me, it's this one. And you're gonna complete 14 single crochets on this leg. So that was one. This is 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this is 14. And you will join where you placed that stitch marker. All right, this technically counts as round 9, but now the legs are connected and we're going to work in this round. So we're going to forget about there being leg 1, leg 2. We're just going to work around, as you can see right here. So for round 10, you are going to just be completing 28 single crochet. Remember, there was 14 on each leg, so that adds up to 28 single crochet. And yeah, let's see, let's just go ahead and complete those in the round, and I will meet you guys back when I finish the 28 single crochet. To start with round 11, we are going to complete 12 single crochet. Then we're going to do 1 decrease, work another 12 single crochet, and do another decrease. All right, I finished round 11 and you will end up with 26 single crochet. I went ahead and did a slip stitch into that first stitch. Now we're going to chain 1. And now we are going to do 11 single crochet with 1 decrease twice. So 11 single crochet, a decrease, 11 single crochet, and 1 decrease. And then that should give us 24 single crochet all around. If you're done with that row and the slip stitch, you are once again going to do the chain 1. And I'm pretty sure you guessed it by now. We're going to do 10 single crochet, 1 decrease, 10 single crochet, another decrease. And that will leave us with 22 single crochet in total. For round 14, we will be chaining up 1, and once again, we will be doing 9 single crochet, 1 decrease, 9 single crochet, and then 1 decrease. That'll leave us with 20 stitches or 20 single crochets in this round. For your final round for the body, we'll be doing the same thing. So chain 1, 8 single crochet, 1 decrease, 8 single crochet, another decrease. Once you're done with that, you can fasten off, but leave a long tail. Okay, because we're going to use that tail for sewing the head and the body together. I guess you could also leave a long tail for the head, but I just prefer to do it for the body. It's just personal preference. Okay, I'm done with the body. Now I'm just going to pull the yarn through. I'd already cut it. I left about I want to say like a 20-inch tail. And there is the body. So next we will be working on the head. And for this, start off with a magic circle. And you're going to work 6 single crochet into the magic circle. Once you're done with the 6 single crochet, you're going to pull it tight and join at the first stitch. And for round 2, you will be doing one increase in each stitch. Round 3, you're going to chain 1 and do 1 single crochet in the first stitch. and then you're going to complete an increase in the next one, and you're going to repeat that 6 times, and you'll end the round with 18 stitches. Round 4, you are going to chain 1 and then complete 2 single crochet and then 1 increase. At the end of this round, you should have 24 single crochet going around. That's 1, 2, and then an increase. And you will repeat that 6 times. Round 5, you're going to complete 3 single crochet and then 1 increase 6 times. That should leave you with 30 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, for round 6, you are going to do 4 regular single crochets and then an increase. All right, guys, I promise you we are done with the increasing now. We are going to begin just doing 1 single crochet going around for rounds 7 through 10. So round 7, 8, 9, and 10. The next 4 rounds, we're just going to be doing 36 single crochet all around. Round 11, we are going to start decreasing, and we are going to do 4 single crochet and 1 decrease. And you're going to repeat that all the way around, 4 single crochet, 1 decrease. That'll leave you with 30 single crochet total. Round 12, you're going to do 3 single crochet, 1 in each stitch, and then you're going to do a decrease. So 3 regular single crochets, 1, 2, 3, and then 1 decrease. You're going to repeat that all the way around, and that'll leave you with 24 single crochet. And finally, for our last round of the head, we are going to do some more decreases. We're going to do 2 regular single crochet, 1 decrease, and repeat that pattern all the way around, and we will have 18 single crochet at the end of the round. So let's show you an example of that. That's 1, 2, and that decrease. All right, and the head is complete. Okay, next we're gonna work on the arms. This is what the finished arm will look like, and we will begin from here and work our way up. You're gonna complete a magic ring, magic circle, whatever you want to call it, or you can do chain 1 or chain 2 and work into the second chain. I'm gonna do a magic circle. But basically you're going to chain 1, and for this first round you're going to work 6 single crochet in the magic circle. And then for round 2 you're going to chain 1, and we're going to do 1 single crochet and then 1 increase, and repeat that 3 times. So work 1 single crochet in that first stitch, and then you'll do an increase in the next. I like to work over the tail just to secure the magic ring a little bit more, which is what I'm doing. All right, and then you're going to join at the first stitch, and after that you should have 9 single crochet going around. And for round 3 to 6 you're just going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch going around, so just 9 single crochet per row, and that is for row 3, 4, 5, and 6. So next 4 rows, just 1 single crochet going around. I'm going to go ahead and complete that, and I will be right back. Now for round 7 you're going to do chain 1, and you're going to work 1 single crochet and then 1 decrease, and you're going to repeat that 3 times, and that'll finish off the round with 6 single crochet. After this you're going to chain 1. This is the final round. Just chain 1 and 1 single crochet going around for each stitch. That'll leave you with 6 single crochet. And that is the end of the little arm. And make sure to leave a tail for the arm. Now we are going to be working on the ears. This is an example of what the final ear will look like. So the ears do have quite a different beginning, just because I don't want them to have that circular look. I want them to look like a little bit flatter, if that makes sense. We're just going to do a regular slip knot, and we are going to chain 4. Okay, when you finish chaining 4, you're going to work 1 single crochet into the second chain from the hook. So not this chain right here, this next one. Do 1 single crochet. You'll do another single crochet in the next chain and do 1 more single crochet. So you're going to end this row right here with 3 single crochet. You are going to do another single crochet in this last stitch right here, in this last chain, because we're going to work on the flip side of it. So this is what it'll look like. And now you're going to turn your work upside down. We already completed the chain, the single crochet that would be like on the flip side of it. So working into this second little loop right here, we are going to insert our hook and do another single crochet, and then insert your hook into the next loop and single crochet. And now you're just going to join the first single crochet we did, and you should have 6 single crochet at the end of this row. And for round 2 you're just going to increase all the way around, and you will have 12 single crochet at the end. Round 3 you're going to do 1 single crochet and then one increase, and you will repeat that 6 times. You will have 18 single crochet at the end of this round. And then for the next 4 rounds, you'll just be doing one single crochet in each stitch. So that'll be for rounds 4 through 7. I'm going to go ahead and complete that, and I will meet you back for round 8 of the ear. Now for round 8, we are going to be doing 4 single crochet and 1 decrease. And then by the end of this round, you will have 15 single crochet. Round 9, you will be doing 3 single crochet. 1, 2, and 3. And then you will be doing 1 decrease. And you're going to repeat that around and have 12 single crochet. Round 10, you will be working 1 single crochet in each stitch going around, and you will be done with 12 single crochet. So 12 single crochet for row 10. For round 11, you are going to be doing 4 single crochet and a decrease twice. And that'll leave you with 10 single crochet. Round 12 is the last round for decreases. Once again, I promise. We will be doing 3 single crochet, and then you'll be completing a decrease. And you will do that twice, and you will finish with 8 single crochet going around. For round 13 and 14, just do 1 single crochet in each stitch, and make sure to leave a long tail to sew it onto the head. All right, both ears are complete. I just finished the second one because I already had this one done. But go ahead and do another ear, and make sure to leave long tails for both of them. And then next, take out your headphone yarn, the color that you're going to use for the headphones, and we are going to complete that. So for the headphones, we are going to do 2 of the same pieces, but for the second one, you're not going to fasten off. Go ahead, create a magic ring, and you're going to do 8 single crochet. I'm just going to leave the little pattern for the headphones right here next to me, like right there, in case you want to just skip ahead and finish the headphones. I think you should have a pretty good idea on the stitches by now if you are more of a beginner. All right, and then for round 2, you're going to do just 1 single crochet and then an increase, and you will repeat that 4 times, and you will finish off with 12 single crochet going all the way around. Okay, so that is the end of the first little headphone. You don't have to leave a long tail because we are going to be, well, at least I'm going to be hot gluing this onto the head. I don't plan on like being rough with this doll, and I just have it kind of like as a display. So hot gluing it is better for me. It's easier for me, and I know it'll be okay. You can go ahead and sew in the headphones if you want. I am gonna hot glue it, so that'll kind of determine if you leave a long tail or a short tail. I'm gonna go ahead and create the second headphone, and remember, don't fasten off from this second piece. Okay, once you have chain 12, you are going to join onto the other piece, and make sure you're working into the onto the right side. Make sure you're not working into this, you're working straight into the right side. So you're going to do 1 single crochet, 1 slip stitch, and then in the chain after that, in that stitch, you're going to do another slip stitch. And then from there, you are going to turn your work like that. And you're going to start working single crochets into this chain. It might be a little bit of an awkward setup at first for that first single crochet, but it'll just be for that one. When you finish that 12th single crochet, you are going to do a slip stitch into the stitch next to where you started. And those are your little headphones. And now, if you did want to sew it in, you can leave a long tail. If you want to hot glue it like me, you can just leave a shorter tail. Now for the sprout, you're going to want to take out your green yarn and your smaller hook. I already created a slip knot, and you are going to go ahead and chain 6. And now you are going to do 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 half and 1 single all the way down the hook. So that first chain, you'll do 1 single crochet, and then you'll do a half double crochet, and then you'll do 1 double crochet, 1 half double crochet, and 1 single. This is what it should be looking like, and we're kind of going to repeat what we did with the ear. We're going to flip our work around and work on this side. So do another single crochet into that last chain, and then in this stitch right here, you'll do a half double crochet, then you'll work 1 double crochet, 1 half double crochet, and finally 1 single crochet. That is one of your leaves complete. After that, you are going to join at the first stitch, and you will chain 6. So 3, 4, 5, and 6. And you are going to repeat that all the way around, and you will end up right here, but that is okay. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and do that one off camera, but I will be right back. Alright, I'm done with the second sprout. I slip stitched into the first single crochet we did, and now we're going to be working into these middle stitches right here, kind of like back into that original chain we did. It's just like right there, there and there. Chain 1 and work into this stitch right here. And you will just be doing like a slip stitch. So the yarn is going to come from under the leaf, and you're just going to pull through and pull through the loop. And there should be 5 slip stitches going down, When you're done with that, you're going to do a chain. And the way these headphones or this sprout is going to be attached is around, and you're going to pull the leaves through this loop. So I would say anything from like 15 to 20 chains would be good. You can always adjust with the hot glue. So I went ahead and did the 20 chains since this yarn is just a little bit thicker. So yeah, now you are going to leave the chain as is, and you will be inserting it right into this stitch right here. So make sure it's one of the stitches on the second leaf. Or you can insert it into this little middle area you see right here. Just stick your needle in, create that slip stitch, and then we are going to work the same way up this leaf. So into this middle one, 3, 4, and 5. Once you did 5 slip knots or slip stitches, you can go ahead and cut your yarn. And now we just have to go ahead and tuck in these ends. Alright, so by now you should have your head, the body, headphones, sprouts, arms, and ears complete. Go ahead and take out your darning needle and we are going to begin assembling. And also, if you want to take out your hot glue gun to attach the ears, I also like to use the hot glue gun to attach the safety eyes just to make them a little bit safer on the eyes. And I'll be showing you guys how I do that.